it's done. I just for sure failed my first, how do I say this? I just failed for the first time. Like, I failed a class. Oh my fucking god. It's official. For the first time in my life, I just failed a class. Let me give you some quick background. My name is Christina. I'm a 22-year-old journalism student, originally from the Czech Republic, but I study full-time in Spain, in Madrid. And this past semester, I went on Erasmus to Belgium, to Antwerp. I was at University of Antwerp, and it was a ride, to be honest. I took, I think, 5 classes. All of them were supposed to be like, I guess maybe comparable with the classes from my home university in Madrid, because I wanted all of the credits to be able to go to the next year normally, and I wouldn't have to, catch up on anything or make up for anything in the next year. Well, technically, I still don't have to. But yes, I did fail one class, and for me, it was the first time in my life, more or less, I guess, because I guess in high school, maybe I failed some like one small exam within the whole academic year, but it wasn't as important. At least in my high school, I had like a special alternative system even. And so we had multiple exams or assignments. I could like retake the exam again, or I didn't even have to pass an exam. It was just like 1 mark out of many, which then they did an average of. So it didn't really matter. But in university, it's a different story, because if I fail a whole class, then I don't get the credits, and then you have to make up for it next year or take it again, depending on if it's a mandatory class or an elective. So yeah, this was like a big first time. I didn't really know how to feel about it, which you're gonna see later on, but everything worked out for the best, I think, and I didn't crumble because of it. I filmed myself right after the exam. I filmed like my thoughts, I guess, in that moment, which I'm gonna play in a second, because I wanted to share the experience of, I guess, a failure. And it doesn't have to be like such a huge big thing, because honestly, in my opinion, in today's world, in our society, or maybe it's more, let's say, in the Czech Republic, because I don't really have a lot of experience besides Spain and Belgium with education. But how I feel is that we're more, I wouldn't say we're set up to fail, but there's the saying, you learn by your mistakes. I feel like we're basically not allowed to make mistakes in education, because if we do, then it has a huge consequence. So then because of that, we're stressed out all the time, and it doesn't really help anything. So that's why I'm sharing my experience. I hope it can maybe like help some other people to be able to relate. I know that everyone has different like conditions and different environment and how things work, but I'm thinking more of the like emotional side of this, because for example in Spain, for me, I also don't allow myself to fail, because if I do, then I have to do retakes, which are for both semesters. They're at the end of June, which I end the second semester at the end of May usually, and then I always fly back home, and obviously I book the flights ahead because it's cheaper. So then I know that if I fail, I would somehow probably have to go back to Madrid, unless the teachers would let me take the exam online or something. And I mean, now, to be honest, it doesn't seem like such of a problem, but it's just because I have a lot of experience with studying abroad and stuff. In the beginning, it was much scarier. So then in the second year, when I thought about the possibility of this happening, I was freaking out. So I was always trying to study as much as I could so I wouldn't fail. And so far, so good, not to jinx it, but with Erasmus, it did happen, and it's okay. I hope you find this video useful, and you can share your own experience in the comments if you want. Let's roll the tape. It feels so weird because like I expected it, obviously. Like I was willingly failing, kind of. I don't know. but it just feels so weird. Like, it messes with you, I think, because I know I'm not dumb. Like, I know I'm a pretty, like, intelligent, smart person. It's just, like, this class wasn't for me, and I wasn't willing to, like, spend time or waste time on, like, trying to study, because I don't know, I'm not here in Belgium to study and to, like, enjoy university. I'm here to enjoy life, to meet new people, to experience stuff. And since I really wasn't interested in class, the thing is, it was like the opposite of mandatory, like an elective class, which for me means that, like, you choose something you're really interested in apart from what you have to take in university. And so that's why I was so mad that this was a shitty class, to be honest. Like, it even proves it because, like, in the beginning, in the first class, there were like 40 of us, maybe 50, and then each class I went, it was like worse and worse. And I think in the second to last one, it was like 5-6 people of us. So, like, it kind of proves that even the class probably wasn't as interested. Like, I don't want to, like, shit on the people who, like, created this class or were, like, teaching it, but I mean, at least from my perspective, it just wasn't good. They didn't make it interesting. Even, like, when some students, like, ask about some clarifications, they weren't really able to reply or, like, help, to be honest. I don't know, it just feels so weird, because even, like, going to the exam, obviously I went because I was like, I'm gonna, like, try at least and see what it's like. And also, like, someone told me that it's like a bad thing not to go to the exam at all. You have a bad reputation or something. I don't know. It's literally, it for me, it feels like trying to do something that you're not supposed to, like, completely outside of your, like, skill zone, or I don't know how to say this. I'm a journalism student, and it feels like I'm trying to become an engineer all of a sudden or something. I don't know. It wasn't for me. I made the mistake again of taking a philosophy course. Will never do that again. If I do, I'll punch myself. I'm trying not to let it, like, get under my skin, because, like, I know the situation. It's not like it's something that I should be able to do. The thing is, like, I think the problem is that the essence of me is that I will always try no matter what. I will always work hard for things, but at the same time, I will always think, maybe I could have done more, maybe I didn't do enough, which, I mean, obviously this is the case. It's just that I kind of gave up before. Like, obviously I studied for, like, I mean, I guess like 4 or 5 hours. 1 hour yesterday on the bus, I was just reading through one presentation, and this morning I read through like 2.5, but like out of 11, so I didn't even go through all of the contents. But the thing was, I felt like I knew that even if I did, it wouldn't change anything. Like, I still would have failed, I still would have not had a chance. And so I decided, like, not to waste my time on it, which was my decision. And I'm like, I think it's the right one, but still, like, some part of my brain is like, but what if you should have tried? What if you should have studied more? I don't know, it's such, like, a weird thing. And I don't know how to cope with this because it's my first time. I think another part of it is that we were in a room full of computers and students. There was a lot of students. That's the thing. I'm like, where have they been? Because, like, those people were not coming to the classes. Yes, maybe they were watching online because they were filming it and streaming it online, but I think, like, we could kind of see how many people were connected, and it for sure wasn't like 30 people. Like, come on. As I was leaving the room, like, I was the first one to leave because I was like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm doing anything. I'm not gonna waste my time. So after, like, I think 45 minutes, because we were supposed to stay for at least like 30 minutes, that was the rule, and I didn't know from when they were counting, so I waited like 45 minutes since the official start of the exam. And then as I was leaving, people probably knew that I didn't know shit, you know, because why would I leave? Either they thought that I knew everything and, like, already had written everything and I'm super smart or whatever, which this does not link to being smart. It's just what you're interested in, and I guess, like, some your skill set, some, like, knowledge set. Like I said, this is just not for me. I don't think I'm stupid because of not being able to do this exam. I just really ensured, I guess, myself in the fact that I hate philosophy. So as I was leaving, maybe people thought that, or they knew that I don't know stuff and I'm just, like, going home. Maybe there's, like, some kind of shame connected to that, which, again, there's no reason for that. I
I know I'm not stupid. I know I shouldn't be embarrassed, but like, you think about those kinds of things, you know? But I still left. I'm home now. I'm gonna go shower. I'm gonna eat and try to like forget about this whole thing and like focus on my other exams. I think I should do that. I think I have to like completely like delete this from my mind and act as if I didn't take the course or like I dropped it. Because I even considered doing that during the semester, but like I said, I'm a person who's like, I always have to try, I always have to, you know, push through. I never just let things go like this. So weird, it's so weird. Yeah, but I have to forget about it. I have to finish my essay and then study for 2 classes because I have 2 more exams and then the semester is over. Oh my god, let's not talk about that, otherwise I'm gonna start crying because we have only 1 more month. Yeah.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed my rumbling. Is that the correct word? My yapping. This is the new one that I learned. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.